63-58. Under a minute to play remaining here. As number 4, Corey Wolford, sets it up for Owensboro. Goes back. Juking, jiving. Sets it off now to Hayes. For 3, air ball. Griffith, takeaway. Stewart, Raleigh, McAllister to McCoy. And no good on the shot. And the rebound comes back to Owensboro. Final 30 seconds of the first half of play. To the ground. It's against Owensboro. Firebirds ball, Trace foul.
Offensive foul against number 4 in Wilford. Again, that's just a hustle play, aggressive play by Jorge Concepcion III. And, again, you like seeing a team be credited for those kind of situations, putting themselves in to win. And right now, the Firebirds, they're playing the best I've seen them play on both ends of the court. It's fun. Again, this is professional basketball for you right now. 10
and
seconds
ready to
remaining.
Bring this to the house here. Final seconds. A shot by Vaughn. Nails it. Justin Vaughn. Roberts Wesleyan guard puts it in, and they are set selling away. A shot for 3 at the buzzer. Are you kidding me? Number 1, Devin Hayes puts it in. He cut the lead by 5, and we're at the half.
Wow.
What a game, Trace Knight. What a game.
I mean, again, it's kind of where Devon Hayes, he averages 21.5 points a game coming into the season. He has 7 right now, and so you're going to look to see him to get back into this ball game. What the Raleigh Firebirds, we're going to talk about a little bit during our halftime show, but what we're seeing right now, it's a different ball club in the Raleigh Firebirds. They're aggressive, they're having fun, and I'm telling you, you never know.
Trace Knight is going to step away for just a moment, and he is going to go grab an interview real quickly with DeMarcus Oliver, and we will get ready for the Symmetry Financial at the half. We will get ready to have him on the camera here in just a moment for those that are watching on Sportscaster and the TBL on CRN. And we'll get the thoughts with head coach. You're good. With head coach DeMarcus Oliver, a 5-point lead right now, 66-61 at the half. 5 points, and I know for Coach Oliver, Trace Knight, he's looking for that first win. Could it come with the opening stand of 3 weeks at Home Sweet Home in Raleigh?
Now we are back home. This is a different ball club than we've really seen. They're 0-6 on the season. I'm not telling you something you don't know, Coach. Right. What's been the difference this year? Is it the home crowd? Is it the distance that they're traveling from Kentucky? What is the difference tonight compared to the other nights?
I would say, Coach, the difference is the intensity where we're playing. We had a great week of practice in. We know where we are in the season. We're 0-6 right now. We kind of took this week to go back to the fundamentals, strip everything down, and build from the bottom up, right? And what we're seeing is a fundamental-based Raleigh Firebird team that's hungry for our first win, and I think we're doing a great job so far in the first half.
Fantastic. Good luck the rest of the way, my coach. Love you, brother.
Doing a great job as it stands right now, and that is Coach DeMarcus Oliver grabbing a word with the head coach of the Raleigh Firebirds as they lead by 5 here in the Symmetry Financial at the half. Coming up, we will look at first half stats, but first, let's go to the Thoroughbreds coach, and Trace Knight is with Mark Anderson.
Coach Anderson, welcome to Raleigh. First off, what are you seeing out of your Thoroughbreds here in the first half?
Well, we're finally rebounding. We have 36 rebounds. I took a look at that. I go, that's usually what we get for a game. So but we had 2 knucklehead runs there where we just kept throwing the ball away. And quite frankly, that's the difference in the ball game right now. Now, not to say that we would be up a lot, but I think that 66-61, it'd be a little bit closer than that. It might be tied or whatnot. But I think the fact that if we shore up those – now, again, we brought in four new players this week, 2 of which haven't had a chance to really practice. So we're getting through that, and I know that would be a rough spot, but I'm really pleased about our rebounding. That's been a huge and a consternation with us in all the games right now. So that's a positive. But we got to get to the free throw line more. So we got to keep attacking.
All right, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
A great game. Thank you, Trace Knight. Grabbing a word with the coaches as we continue with the Symmetry Financial at the half. Hey, we're at the break here in Raleigh. Firebirds 6, are leading by 5 now over Owensboro, 66-61. Quick timeout. This is the TBL on CRN and Sportscaster, as we've got families and crews down there playing with blocks and tectonic plates and all sorts of crazy-looking robotics. It's a nice little setup down here. This is unique, Trace Knight. Welcome back to the booth.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This is the Robotic Club. And you see this stuff on TV, which is pretty cool. And you see that the robotic war, should you say? And I know somebody's listening to the broadcast and says, "Well, this is what it is."
Yes.
But this is fantastic. These are middle school players. These are young kids that are extremely talented, extremely smart. And so it's so good to see what the basketball league is for kids to have an opportunity to showcase what they have. Again, the STEM for the Raleigh Firebirds, and this is exactly what it is.
For everybody that does not know what STEM is, we are going to take a quick radio timeout. For those that are watching on Sportscaster, you can be able to see the video images of what they're doing here, and then we will come back and take a look at first half stats. We're at the break in Raleigh. Firebirds lead by 5, looking for that first elusive win of the 2020 calendar. This is Raleigh Firebirds basketball, the TBL on CRN and on Sportscaster. Okay, so
in a few seconds,
it's Wesley Outland, the voice of the Raleigh Firebirds, along with my colleague and partner, Trey Stein of CRN Sports Network. Let me tell you about what Firebirds stands for STEM. A successful franchise is a basketball-loving market with sustainable local market and support. The best franchises are intimately integrated with actual community goals and values, not just popular causes. The Firebirds stand for STEM: science, technology, engineering, and math education. The 21st century workforce requires astounding levels of STEM education, but many of our young people are not getting exposed to these fields in a way that engages our aspirations and imagination. We are committed to leveraging the powers of attractiveness of sport to promote earlier engagement with STEM. The Firebirds have partnered with Wake County Schools to host a 2 school-day games for the purpose of reaching youth in an exciting basketball game experience and interaction. This is a vehicle platform for tremendous education content. While there are many things, it is still important to, against these things, the Firebirds will stand for STEM. Find more details at RaleighFirebirds.net.
What that learning experience is like.
We switched from blocks, so it's
Thank you.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new High-Q energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. High-Q energy drink. Wings are for birds.
So keeping it simple was a big part of our build process and teamwork, and that was something we really hammered through. How can we make something as good and as simple as possible?
Yeah, right here.
We get some Jeopardy music, make it more.
The following is a presentation of the CRN Sports Network, solely for the private, non-commercial use of our listening audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission without the express written consent of the Raleigh Firebirds and CRN Sports Network and the Basketball League is restricted and prohibited. Follow us online at crnsports.org.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Welcome back to the TBL on CRN and on Sportscaster. We are at the Symmetry Financial at the half. He's Trey Snodd. I'm Wesley Outland here in Raleigh, Word of God Christian Academy Arena. Trey Snodd, we got a great matchup here. 66-61. The Firebirds going to the locker room with DeMarcus Oliver coaching the helm with a 5-point lead.
Again, the Firebirds coming in 0-6. They're very familiar with this ball club. We've already seen them down in Kentucky. That game was a 116-113 game overall. The big difference tonight, the Firebirds are shooting the ball at the free throw line.
Yes.
It's been impressive. They're shooting 83.3%. Matthew McClain leads the way he's 8 for 9 from the free throw line. That is outstanding. The other end of the court, Shaq Dance. We know what Shaq Dance can do. We've seen him over and over, averaging 21 points a game. So those things need to kind of keep going for the Raleigh Firebirds tonight.
And you know, you're a head coach yourself for high school baseball, and I've done some coaching a time or two and done promotions along the way. When you lose and you lose and you lose, you're on the cusp of winning. It is so devastating. Yeah. And I know for DeMarcus Oliver, head coach of the Raleigh Firebirds, the owner, Wade Harris, who coached on the road in New York and New Jersey last weekend, they're ready for that first win. And I even said it, I prophesized this at the hotel room last Saturday night before we went from New York to New Jersey. I believe once they get that taste of winning, Trey Snodd, we're going to get ourselves back on a winning streak and be one awesome contender in the basketball league run for the playoffs.
Well, the great thing, I can't say the great thing about losing, but the one thing about losing is you can actually learn more from losing a basketball game or losing a baseball game, whatever it is. Because what they do is you can kind of pinpoint what's wrong. When you're winning, it's kind of hard to say, we're doing something wrong when we're winning. So again, tonight, what the difference is the free throw line. They're shooting the ball better. They're passing the ball better. Other than the court, they got 4 guys for Owensboro, the Thoroughbreds. They got 4 brand new guys that's starting tonight. Anderson is one of them. He's playing big. He has 14 points on the game. He's a big man down low. And then kind of start off the game, Taylor Stewart wasn't here yet. He just got here. And like you said, a fresh new haircut, looking good.
Yes, sir. Got it going on, man.
Looking mighty good. But no, this has been a fun game. This is the professional basketball, the basketball league. And so coming out of the half, we see what the Raleigh Fires are going to do. Are they going to keep that energy? Are they going to continue shooting the ball good and from the free throw line? Keep doing what you're doing.
And they're coming out of the locker room right now, poised and ready to go are the Raleigh Firebirds on the cusp of looking for that first win. Now, this is the first home game doubleheader weekend in a triple-header homestand. Looking to be here in Raleigh at Word of God Christian Academy Arena. If you can, it's right off of Rock Quarry Road in 40 in North Carolina. If you can't, we got the coverage, obviously, on our flagship network, the CRN Sports Network at crnsports.org. And in addition to that, a great relationship. There's going to be an official press release coming out next week. Nick Shupak, David Evelyn Magley, Trey Snodd, yours truly, Wesley Outland, have formed a relationship with the TBL, the Basketball League, and Sportscaster. We're going to be governing a lot of games for them.
Absolutely. And again, this is all over the country. This is a step for these players to be able to get into the G League or
right.
overseas or NBA.
That's right.
So this has been a fun couple weeks for us, but be able to team up with those guys and the Basketball League Sportscaster. It's fun. It makes it. We enjoy what we do. If you can't tell, but something like that. This league has taken off. This is the third year it's been together, so this league has taken off. It's a fun league, and these players, they absolutely love it.
Well, formerly known as the NCBA, and now it's known as the TBL. What David and Evelyn Magley have done is phenomenal. We got great teams from Nevada to the Carolinas, up to New York, down to Florida. The basketballleague.net. Wade Harris is in the house. He got him some goodies. Hey, check out the delicious food if you ever come to Raleigh. Look at the hot dogs they got here.
Oh, my goodness.
Unveiled the food, baby. He's got the food. I just don't know about the bottled water. But, but we're having a good time here, though. Wade Harris, he's looking for that first win. I know so is DeMarcus Oliver. It's Firebirds basketball. All right, Trey, real quickly before we wrap up Symmetry Financial at the half, what are the high scores and people in foul trouble that we got to watch for the second half coming up?
Well, we'll go with the leading scorer, Matthew McClain with 14 points. The other in the court are Shaq Dance as well with 14 points. And with Cole